Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of RimWorld. In the last episode we got Carson on our team, who I've just realised we don't actually have set up for work assignments. So we'll do that now. Carson, we need you to... yeah, we'll leave you off doctoring. I suppose we could put you on like emergency doctoring. Like if all else fails, then you can do some doctoring. Bed rest though, flicking switches. Everyone should be able to flick switches. Wardening you're pretty damn good at though. So maybe we'll have you as our new social person. Animal handling is a bit pants. Construction we could kind of get you ticking along. You don't have a passion for it, but I suppose it's better that we had it available. Growing you have a passion for, but you're crap at. Let's get you on plant cutting as a 2. Growing as a 2. And yeah, you can be primarily an artist. We'll take you off researching because we've already got a good researcher in there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the rest of your assignments. So let's see you become useful. Wait, did you just... You're destroying our heal route. And actually, herbal medicine should not go in here, so let's change that. So, manufactured, medicine doesn't go in here, drugs doesn't go in here. Wart shouldn't go in here either. The rest, I think, should be okay. Raw food shouldn't go in here either. Meals shouldn't go in here. And they're good as a temporary place, but really it's a big no-no. Ooh, cargo pots have landed. Let's just double check these. So yeah, this is all set to critical, just to make sure it doesn't end up getting stuff accidentally dragged in here. We'll take off medicine from here, we'll take off drugs from here, and we'll take off wart. And we'll take off raw food, and we'll take off meals. Chocolate and the others can stay. That'll be fine. Right, so the cargo pods. What have we got? Nutrient paste meals. Well, those are going to be disgusting, but we'll take them. We'll take them because they're free. Most of the bodies have already been hauled down. That's good. Still got one up there and one in the middle of the swamp. That damn dirty snake. I'm going to have to get that butchered up. Do something nice with it. Same with Cataclysm. Hey, Psychic Soothe. So that's going to make the women of the colony a little bit happier. I'm happy that we've got our medicine levels up a bit. Obviously, there's still more that needs to be moved through to the storage area, but that was one of my primary concerns. It's good having regular medicine, but herbal medicine is used in so many little things. Oh, the tailoring bench is broken down. Well, that can be fixed without too much difficulty, I'm sure. Let's wait it through until morning. And we've got strawberries being planted. All right. Delicious, delicious strawberries. Now, Carson, you're not assigned to cooking. I'd like you to do butchering, really. Because butchering should be relatively straightforward. Let's put you on low cooking. Because Jesse should always end up making the meals, but at least it means that we've got more people that could potentially run dead bodies through, cut them apart and things like that. Yay, our war boars are nearly healed. Nicole's finishing off our storage room up the top. Let's get that cleared away, seeing as it's already been repaired. Yeah, the colony is doing well as far as whizzing things around goes. This should not have plant matter in it. And it'll be fine because it will tick through it quickly enough before it becomes an issue. There we go. You see Tony's already making even more of these smoke leaf joints. That reminds me, we need to make sure that you are on the general drugs policy as well. Got to make sure that people are properly restricted in what they do. This building is so nearly finished. Finish it off, get the roof on. Okay, passive cooling is done. The next thing that I wanted to get going was packaged survival meals. Right, so with passive cooling, let's get some temperature in here. Run out on self-destruct after several days, so we can build them when there's a solar flare or something to try and keep the areas refrigerated. For the moment, we don't need to do anything like that. But what we do need to think about is how we're going to defend this colony and which directions we're going to defend it from. Now, if I go for a nice cleared area around the edge, what we want is we want relatively open paths. That people are going to be trying to attack us from, so that we can set up gun turrets and they have a good line of sight. Okay, so for security, what we'll do is we'll do this with sandbags. I think we go like that, and this is all going to potentially take steel up. Go like this down here. That means that we're going to potentially have this quite far over to the side. I'm okay with that, but it's just something we need to be aware of. Go like that there. I think we'll have a little centralized one over here. And we'll go for another thing up here as well. That should allow us to put people in nice defended areas and protect ourselves from threats as they come in. Improvised turrets are going to need to be built in those areas, but we're going to wait until all the steel is done from this. And I think I'm going to need to get more steel mining. How much steel have we got? 349. Yeah. So we'll have a look around for that. Oh, we've got silver ore up there. That's great for getting money, not good for getting steel. There's some steel. So, architect orders. Let's get that bit there mined. There's some more over here as well. We'll get that bit there mined. A little bit there as well. We'll get that mined. So there might be a little bit in there as well that we can specify. Nothing in there. We might end up taking that entire block out. And down here we've got bits and bobs all over the place. That's cool. And that'll do for the moment. Oh, look at this. This entire section could be done. We'll do this in halves. because we're going to want to take out the roof as well, otherwise that entire thing will just collapse. Oh, the dead bodies. Eventually we will get like a furnace thing in order to incinerate them, but for the moment that will do for storing corpses. And all this pathing has come along really far. I'm very impressed. I think we may actually be out of marble chunks, which is kind of good in a way because it means that things will naturally prioritize themselves into doing mining and other stuff rather than construction. So you're cooking, you're building, you're digging at steel. So we've got steel coming in already with Anton. You're digging at steel as well. You're researching, you're making a t-shirt. Melor, look at you. I did have you on low crafting. Well, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. It's all stuff that needs doing. And you're growing for us. There we go. Good amounts of steel there. And over here as well. In fact, let's get the roof removed from that now. Do the same there, just to make sure it gets scheduled in. I don't want anyone getting caught in a cave-in or anything silly like that. Minties, why do you keep sleeping on the floor? Ate without a table, uncomfortable, slept on floor, hideous environment. I mean, you... Maybe it's because you're a masochist. Maybe. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But, that's the other thing. We should make another duster. So a loner from the Orange Toad Lurbo is passing by. Depending on what he's got, we could potentially like try and mug him and stuff, but I don't think we're going to do that. Let's get another duster queued up, another cowboy hat. So, Blue Jay, let's have a look at you. You've actually got really good stats. How about gear? A club and some meat. Alright, well, you can just wander through the area and see what's up. I think I'll get another sandbag thing prepped up here. Wild boar has given birth. And we've got more boars growing up. All the butchering has been taken care of. That's great. Or almost all the butchering's been taken care of. We do have good food supplies, 190 meals. And then extra delicious nutrient paste. Yeah, let's make sure that's all gone. We'll make sure that these are also gone. Jesse's springing through the last couple of meals, and then we'll be back on doing something else. I'm honestly surprised that that's gone as quickly as it has. I mean, we've absolutely shot through that. Right, this building is done. So let's get the standing lamps in that I mentioned If we go there and there, there and there, we're going to need more power conduits. Just up and over there, but that'll be fine. When I say it's done, I mean obviously there's still a single tree left in the middle that Nicole's taking out and then going to do a wood floor underneath. And that has eaten a lot of our wood resources out getting this building constructed. But it's going to be good for us to have a nice centralized area for things to be stored. Yeah, Carlson, you're not incapable of anything, you're just bad at everything. I do prefer using solar power to the other power generations. I think thermal is a great option. If you've got somewhere nearby, then you can do that. But compared to... Wait. Unforbid you and unforbid you. That's why you haven't been hauled yet. But compared to wind power, I think it's a lot more reliable. It obviously depends on your location. And it takes up less space for what you get out of it. Cool. Right. A wild boar has self-taped. And apparently we are the boar colony now. We'll get 2 turrets in there. Do these need power? I don't think they need power. And this one's nearly done as well. We're going to need more components for all of this. We've only got 8 components, but we've got plenty of ship bits we can deconstruct as and when. And this colony is going to be so much better defended. And then we'll work to like clear an area in front and possibly like pave it or put some flooring down or something like that. Does need power. Okay. So let's work out how we're going to do this with power. We'll do that like that. We're going to need a power conduit also coming down this way. Like that. From this battery straight down and along there. We'll have that like that. This one I think we're going to have to go a little bit janky with. Let's come down like that. And then across like that. This one as well is going to be a little bit weird. And finally this one up here can come from... Let's do it from here. And then up. So that's a lot more building that needs to be done, a lot more steel. But with Jesse helping with the construction, we should actually fly through it a lot faster. And we've got a fair amount of steel that's keeping us going as well. It's not something that we're massively low in. It is nice seeing these getting constructed though. Let's get another improvised turret down there now that that bit's done. Mella's grabbing all the wood and moving it all around. We have all the hauling tasks, of course, all over the place, but overall, the colony is holding itself together very nicely. Got plenty of steel ready to be moved in. Oh wow, even this bit over here has been partly done. Let's make sure that the roof is gone there. And then when those bits are done, we can get the next bit queued up. They are just stonking through all of this, aren't they? Monstering through, getting all the steel that we need. That's what I like to see. Okay, so, Nicole, primarily you're building power conduits. Cool. I see, you're getting all of this laid along here, and then zip, 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 zip. And you're heading down to remove a roof. That's okay. How are we doing on actually getting all this connected? One little bit left and these turrets will be powered. And they're not necessarily the most efficient of workers, but they're doing well at getting all this set up. You know what, Nicole, can we get you to prioritize that little bit there? Because that gets these turrets working. Now, we'll actually turn these off because we don't want to be... in fact, no, we'll keep them on for the moment. And we'll see how our power supply does. Having them on in the night with all the lights and everything else. Wonder why the efficiency is 50%. That's probably just the nature of batteries in general. Right, we are deep into nighttime at the moment. It's 3 AM, pushing on to 4 AM, and we are starting to get more power. So we've still got plenty of power generation that's ticking along. We can, of course, designate the turrets to be turned off, and I think once we've got all the defenses in place, we'll actually do that just so that they're not constantly draining. We just need to remember to turn them back on when we get attacked. I say when rather than if, because it's pretty much an inevitable thing in this game that you will be attacked by people, either from raids or, you know, just, well, random events, maddened animals, all kinds of stuff. Cool. Got a little bit of light in our storeroom up the top. And because of that, I think I'll actually delete this stockpile now. So that this is going to become a lot more sanitary. And probably for research, we'll want to start moving towards medical beds. Hospital beds there. We can actually just get straight from microelectronics. That'll be the next thing we do. And then we'll swap these beds over for hospital beds, and that'll help us with tending to our wounded. Right, it looks like we're out of components at the moment. And we are burning through our steel supplies quickly. But that's all going to be managed by... We struck gold ore. Ah. I wasn't expecting it to be gold ore. Cool. Let's get all of that mined. Did I specify that to be mined, or did you just decide you were going to do it, Tony? fresh, so we'll unforbid that. Someone can haul it in. Our food supplies are dwindling a little bit. Let's just double check the work for Jesse. Are you set to mining? No, you're not. Oh, sleeping sickness. Okay, so Jesse's got sleeping sickness. 23% immune, that's fine, but we want you to go to there. Melor as well. And Nicole. Where's Nicole? There you are. Get them into the medical beds. And who is going to treat them next? Anton can do it. Anton? We'll use proper medicine for this. See if we can get this squared away quickly. Poor Minty's throwing a party and people go, oh no, this is the worst time. A group of mechanoids from a mechanoid hive have arrived in drop pods nearby. Right, it's a single scyther. Minties, we're going to draft you. Let's put you down here. Jesse, we're going to draft you, put you down here. And Anton, in a moment, will do the same. Draft you, put you down here. That's not cool. It's got a much bigger range than us. Alright, you three, get closer. Let's try and use the trees as cover as much as possible. Oh, jeez. Right. Jesse, get in on that wall. Anton, get around the back. Minties, I don't know what we're going to do with you. We might have to run you out in the open. Okay. It's getting injured. It hasn't hit us yet. But I do not like mechanoids. So it's only able to move 18%. Okay. This is going okay. Is it down? It's incapacitated. Well. Please finish it off. Guys. Get closer. Okay, the Scyther is dead. Unforbid it. You guys undraft. Jesse, rest until healed. How's your immunity going? Wow. Sleeping sickness is... it sucks. That is 30%. 30%. 30%. It might not be one that we can just tend and rest away. Alright. Clear prioritized work. You guys are going back to work. We'll just have to tend to you. Jesse, put it down. Pierce the artificial brain. That was a scary event. I thought that was going to be a lot more difficult than it actually turned out to be. Definitely not cool. Definitely not cool. Okay, package survival meal research is finished. And as I said, we're going to go on to getting hospital beds. We need a high-tech research bench for that. Ah, okay, well, for the moment, let's do some earlier things. Carpet making, pemmican. Or devil strand for clothes. Brewing. We'll get brewing going. I think that seems like a good plan overall. Jesse's back making more food for us. Ah, maybe our food levels have run down because we didn't have any crops ready for harvesting. That's possible. In which case, I'm kind of glad that we made as many things as we did. I should set some more things for hunting. Let's get those hunting. Let's get you hunting. Hunt you. Hunt you. Yeah, it's a real shame that we can't loot the weapon that the Scyther had. Typical, though, that we're scythe wielders and we get attacked by a Scyther. I do find that kind of amusing. Good job, Anton. Good job with your hunting. We'll get you marked for hunting. We'll get you marked for hunting. And where is Nicole? What are you doing? You're hauling steel to the sandbag blueprints. That's okay. Or you were. Oh, these have all been mostly done. That is going along quite nicely. I think that's a good point for us to finish this episode there. A little bit of intrigue and adventure. But thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this playthrough of RimWorld Beta 18. It is a load of fun for me, and we are, of course, going to be carrying on. If you are enjoying the videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then the opportunity to do so is right in front of you now. And I will see you next time for more RimWorld. See you soon.